So now that we are live here on YouTube, I will introduce myself. My name is Bruna, and I will be the hostess. I live with my family here in São Paulo, and today I'm hosting this immersion. I am also a hostess here on Wednesdays in the morning at 9 a.m. So if you guys want to join me in my immersions, you are more than welcome. All right. Well, today we're talking about wrinkles, the aging process, and we're gonna have a nice time, I'm sure. Today I have with me Lari, Ricardo, Glarinha, Maria, and Jack. And guys, just to explain like really quickly for those who are watching us or listening to us on YouTube, this is not a class, it's a conversation, which means nobody here is going to teach or to correct or to judge you. It's just a safe place to communicate, all right? Well, if you are also watching us in April, we're gonna release new kind of classes here on TNT, like a group of students, like in a format of a class, so you can find more information in our website too. I think that's it, guys. We also have Spanish, Italian, and French meetings. So if you guys want to practice Spanish with me, it will be a pleasure. We can schedule someday to go together because I'm also learning Spanish now. All right. So I think I'm going to split us into breakout rooms. So please, in the breakout room, choose someone to read the questions and make sure everybody's going to have the chance to talk a little bit. If you need any help in the breakout room, down below, there is a button called Ask for Help. You can click on the button and I can go to the room to help you if you need anything. And at 5:50 something, I will bring everybody back. All right. I think that's it. I'm gonna have here in the main room with me, Lari and Maria, and then Glarinha, Jack, and Ricardo are going to the breakout room. Okay.
All
I
right.
hope I hope you guys enjoyed the conversation, and I see you in 43 minutes. All right. Let's go. Oh, I forgot to delete one room. How it's going to work. See you guys. Enjoy it. Sending the questions one more time. All right. So we are here. Let's start introducing ourselves. Maria, since it's your first time talking to me, like the first time we're talking, can you introduce yourself? Share a little bit about you, your hobbies, the things you like to do.
Sure. My name is Maria Luisa. I am from Recife, Pernambuco, but now I am talking from Maragogi, Alagoas. I'm here with my family, spending the weekend, and I am graduated in Portuguese language and literature, but I am doing a transition in my career. So I am now employed, but I work as freelancer, doing some jobs as social media designer, and I am studying design as well. In my free time, I like to travel with my family, like now, and I like to go to the shopping and to the coffee, stay at home to watch a series, listen music. Is that that's
I
all?
love it. Amazing, amazing. Well, I must confess something I've never shared here. I think people who work in design, I think it's really nice doing it. I wish I could learn it, like just to know how to do it as a hobby. Because I think things are so amazing. Like people create so many nice stuff, content. I love it.
I'm enjoying a lot. I like to teach it too, but as designer, I am in discovering new things, new abilities, and I'm enjoying a lot.
Yay, amazing, amazing. Very good. It's really nice to have you here with us. And let's hear from Lari now. How about you, Lari? Share with us who you are.
Hello, girls. I'm Lari. I'm 25 years old. I'm an architect. I work with landscaping. I live in Rio with my fiance. We are getting married in May. I have two cats, but they live with my parents now. On my free time, I like to go to the beach because I live in a beach city right now, but we are moving in May too. And that's it.
Where are you going to live, Lari?
We are returned to our city in Rio too, but not in the capital, but it's near from capital.
Okay.
You know, here it's the countryside of Rio.
I got it. Very good. Yeah, it's really good to talk to you. And well, I kind of introduced myself really quickly, but I will share some other things about me then. Well, I like dancing. As I said, I've been studying Spanish since last year. Um, what else? Today I had a different experience going to different like a different fitness experience. My friend invited me to go to a place where we could run on the treadmill and also do some exercise. It was really crazy. So today I am tired, but I told Lua I would replace him, so I'm here. And I didn't say I work on Talk and Talk as a community manager. And I think that's it, girls. I love eating, listening to samba, pagode is like these are my favorite genres. Lottie knows I love Ludmilla, and that's it about me. So I
Me
think we
too.
can start. You too, Maria. Do you like Ludmilla too?
Yes, of course.
Amazing. Numa Nice is just my life, you know. I
Yeah.
listen to every week. Yeah, I love it. Very good. So, girls, let's start talking about procedures, about aesthetic procedures. What do you think about it? Have you ever experienced any of these procedures? Have you ever tried? Lottie, let's start from you. How do you see these things?
I think it's okay if it's your desire, because I think it's normal. Don't feel good with my appearance, with my hair, for example. But we need to think about this, because we see a lot of people on Instagram, on social media, doing a lot of procedures, and we need to think and go slowly, because it's a surgery. So there's a risk. So we need to think and choose a good doctor, you know, and thinking about this desire, if it's natural or you just want to do this because you see on your social media.
Yes, I think this is the, I always, this is a good subject, and I'm really happy that we are talking about it because I really feel that if we want to do this, there is a reason. Of course, there are some surgeries that they are not aesthetic; they are like necessary because of the, like because we need to breathe better, because we need to, or for example, some breast surgeries like a lot of people like reduce the breath because of the impact in the back, so I think this is important. But some other things, some other procedures, I feel we do these, or we feel the desire to do this because we see people doing these, or we have this concept of beauty, right? So it's beautiful to have a thin nose, it's beautiful to have I don't know, like to do that surgery, bichectomia, so and then it's a trend, everybody's doing it, so I want to do it too. And then the impacts are really big, so I think it's a bit problematic. But if you want to, like, if the people want to do this, it's all right, I just like to think about it. Yeah. Maria, how do you see this? Share with us, what's your opinion? Your microphone is off.
I don't know if you're listening well, because my
Yes, it's
internet
perfect.
is dropping. If
okay.
it's not working, tell me, please. I agree with you, girls. I think it's a serious surgery. We need to think about this, because I know our body. We have to have the control, but sometimes people do this type of procedures because they see in the internet, in the social medias, and they try to follow a pattern. I don't know how to say pattern. I think it's pattern.
Pattern.
Pattern, yes. And I feel a little bit sad when I see, for example, Black people trying to appear as white people because we have a big and I think we have a big fight in the society, and sometimes I see people and Black people doing this just for aesthetic. It's a little bit sad, but I think people have to do this with safety because we also see on TV and in the internet people doing this with bad doctors or not, or don't do this with doctors. And I don't know, I think it's a topic very important for us talking here.
It is, Maria, and it's really nice what you said, about like Black people. It's crazy to see like people complimenting Black people who have like thinner threads, like, oh, your nose is so beautiful because like traços finos, like something like this. And it's like this comment is really, really problematic. And I feel all of these things, like racism and all of these prejudices and comments, they influence the black community to have surgeries, right? Like a lot of actresses, like we were talking about Ludmilla here, she has lots of surgeries, right? But the pressure is really, really strong, and racism to all of these things are connected, right? You said something nice about the risk and having these surgeries or these procedures with like people who are not professionals. It's a big problem, right? In your daily life, like in your inner circle, like your friends, like people that are close to you, do you know anyone who has a experience or who have been through these procedures, and what were the results? Like, did they like it? Did they feel happy? How was it, Maria? Let's start from you now.
Yes, I know. Some people like it, the procedure, and like the results, but some people don't. I know a woman that did the procedure in their body for looks like more skin, and in the first moment she looked like skin, but she didn't do exercises and she didn't keep the routine, so she didn't have the result that she liked. So now she is unhappy with their result, but with her result, but it's about I think it's about her control about the situation. She didn't do what she needed. I think some people do this and don't keep their routines, and I don't know, the alimentation. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, it's true. Like this is like really common around, like women going through surgeries, belly surgeries, and then if you don't follow a healthy routine, or if you don't do exercises, then it doesn't work so much, right? I know some people who have done some procedures, for example, nose surgery or surgery on the ears. I don't know how to name the surgery, so I'm sorry, girls. I will just try to mix the words. But like these are surgeries that are aesthetic, but are more simple, right? So they liked the results, which is something good, right? I have some friends who also had breast surgeries like silicone, and they liked it too. So I think like you need to trust the doctor and go for it, right? But yeah. And how about you, Lari? Do you know anyone? How was their experience?
Yeah, I remember when I was a teenager, a lot of girls said, "Oh, when I grow up, I will put silicone." But now I don't think they they do this. I don't know. I just know some people do Botox, but I think it's okay because um you need to do this each 6 months, I guess. Uh, so it's temporary, you know. If you need to change, you can do this. And I agree with Maria Luisa because I see a lot of people on Instagram or doctors. They sell these surgeries like as a easy solution for your problems. You don't have to go to the gym every day or eat health food. You just make a surgery and you, your body could be perfect, you know? But it doesn't work if you control your alimentation, and you need to control your body, because if you don't, you in the future you have to do another surgery. So it's I don't know how can I say cycle.
Because it's a cycle.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I will just add another question here because like you are talking about Botox and everything, and I always think so much about that. Like a lot of people that are young, in their 20s doing or going through and having these procedures. And I don't know if Botox has other benefits besides like getting rid of the wrinkles. But I always think, why are wrinkles so problematic? Why is it bad to get old? Like it shouldn't be a problem because it's something natural. So this makes me really worried about I don't know, I think about the way we face aging. I think we should be more, I don't know, more gentle with ourselves, because we're going to get older. And I thought about it because some weeks ago I saw here I was having I started to have some wrinkles here. Sometimes when I am like working, I do it like this a lot. Then I was talking to my boyfriend like, oh, I really wanted to have like Botox and everything. And then it made me think, why? Why do they want to do this? So I want to know from you, how do you girls feel with your wrinkles or with your skin? How is it for you to get old? Have you ever felt this way too, that you wanted to, I don't know, do some procedure? Let's start from you, Lari.
Yeah, we know this growing up problem is just for us because the men don't have this problem.
Yeah.
And for me, I'm young, so I don't have this problem right now, but I don't know in the future. But I don't know you girls, but I prefer myself today than another years. I feel more beautiful and more realized today, and I think this version of me reflects who I am today. So for me, it's really good. I don't have problems with this.
Yay, that's great. I loved it. Very good. And how about you, Maria? Are you just like Lari?
I'm really fine with my lines of expressions. I think it's okay because I agree with Lari. It reflects who I am, my history. It's about my family too. It's about my face looks like my father, and he has a lot of lines, and I know I have the probably to be to have these lines too, and I'm really okay with that. Lady told that men don't have these worries, and I agree. It's funny because this week I was listening a podcast with Paola Carosella. Do you know? And she was talking exactly about this. People all the time is looking for woman and talking and telling that she is getting old, but uh, everyone uh, getting old, but it's sad because woman always is being suffering in this society. um, but I'm really okay with my body. I'm okay with my face, and it's very okay for me. And
Yeah, it's
how
like
about
really,
you, Bruna?
yeah, no, it's like really nice what you said, because I was listening to a podcast this week too, like talking about that actor Pedro Pascal. Do you girls know him? And like he's 40 something, and everybody's like talking about him and how pretty he is and everything. Like he's charming, right? He's gray hair and everything. And women who are at the same age he is are not seeing this way, you know. And then I saw that Reese Witherspoon, she created like an agency of movies and of shows, where all the shows, the series, and the movies they release, the main actresses are women who are older, you know, who are in their 40s, who are at their 40s, at their 50s. So I think this is really nice to see this movement of women who are getting older and who are fighting for their place too. Mainly, of course, when we are like talking about Hollywood and all these movies in general, like the movie industry, men are usually seen as charming and handsome, and women are not, right? Are always judged because of their wrinkles, their skin. So I think this is really nice. And just to finish, I am also feeling good. Like Lottie said something nice, that when we get older, we start being who we are. We don't worry too much about the comments, and I think this is something I am trying to take for my life too. Now I'm going to the gym. I'm trying to enjoy my body better. So it's all right. I'm okay, you know. And I want to know from you, if you girls think like people who go through through these surgeries, if they get more beautiful. This is a difficult question, because the concept of beauty is a bit relative, right? But what do you think, Maria?
I don't know. It depends. Sometimes it looks beautiful, but sometimes it don't. Sometimes people stay very different than they are, and I think it's strange. I don't know, because if you don't look like who you are, what's the goals with this surgery? I don't know. What's the purpose if you don't look like who you are? So if you don't look like who you are, I think you are not beautiful. So
Yeah,
if
but
you
it's
look like who you
difficult.
are, yes,
Yeah,
it's difficult.
like I was I'm not here to judge her and everything, but I was seeing that like JK, for example, her expression, her face changed so much, you know, when she started going through these procedures and surgeries. And now she like removed the thing she applied on her lips and everything. So she's trying to change the way she was seen. So I think it's interesting to think about the concept of beauty too, because it changes, right? So I don't know, in the 70s, it was something. And then in the 80s, the concept of beauty was like something else. So like nowadays, men are going through that harmonization, to get the face like more rectangular. I don't know, because you don't recognize yourself anymore, right? Because you always have to do this.
Yes, and I see that people are having the same face. They are looking for the same face, everyone. So it's crazy for me, because people are not looking for stay better, but looking for looks like another person.
Yeah, really difficult. Lari, how do you see it?
Yeah, I agree with you. I totally agree. And now I see the movement to removing the surgery, to return it to it was before, the appearance. And I think people losing the personality when they do this surgery and has the same face. It's really sad. And I think in one thing, but I'm not judging. Okay, just a little, but I think the baby, the Vitubi and Eliezer baby, and I don't know. I don't think she looks like the parents, because they don't have the natural face. So I don't know.
I didn't see their baby. Oh my God. Let me see if
No,
I can if I can find
I
you
don't think
anything.
she born yet,
Oh, okay.
but in a few months.
Okay. I got it. Yeah, this is a good point, because like the baby is born, like they he, or I think it's she, right? She will be born, but like will she go through some procedures to look like the father? Because I don't know, like V2B also has some of these things or not? Like she has some procedures.
I don't think so. I'm not certain about that, but I think they have one or two per surgery, but not
Mhm.
harmonization.
I get it. No,
I
like
know
it
I know she did in her body. I don't know if
has,
she did
yeah,
in her face, but
yeah.
in her body she did a lot.
I know Eliezer has like his face is totally shaped by a doctor, right? by someone. So this is really really crazy. Yeah, and like we were saying, I think it's difficult from my point of view. The concept of beauty is something really personal, right? But I also feel that the industry influences, just like Maria said, we have the beauty patterns and everything. But in general, I try to see beauty in everything. And if I don't see beauty, I try to think of the reasons, why don't I think this beautiful? Why don't, because sometimes we are taught this way, right? We are taught, I don't know, some kind of hair is not beautiful, or this shouldn't be like this. So I feel it's important to question these two, right? Question our ideas. Well, let me change it a little bit to question number 6. I want to know from you if your girls would have any procedure. Have you ever thought about it, of changing something? Maria, share with us.
Um, this time, no, I don't have any desire for do this, but I don't know if in the future I will have some desire. Um, I feel that I will need to do a procedure in my breast, because my height now is higher than I have to be. So maybe in the future I will need to do something in this part of my body. But for now, I'm okay with that. It's okay in my life. I don't know how to say it. It's a phase. I don't know. It's a phase, and that's okay for me. I don't have any desires for now.
And I don't have, like, my breasts are like medium, they are not big, but I always see on TikTok girls who have been through the surgery showing their clothes, like how the clothes were like before the breast reduction and after. And I think it's really nice to see how happy they are, and this is it's like a good surgery because it's not about aesthetic only, but it's about like the quality of life, right? About health. So I think it's important. Very good. And how about you, Lari? Have you ever thought of going through something?
Yeah, in my case, I don't know right now, but in the past, I really thought about reduce one breast because they are different. They have different size. But now I think I don't care too much about this. I prefer don't do any surgery right now. And I don't know. I don't know if there a surgery that I would like to do. I don't know. Maybe in the future, I put thoughts. I don't know. But right now, I don't have any desire to do this.
Yes, I am with you, girls. Nowadays, I don't. Well, as I said, I saw I was getting some wrinkles in this part of my face, but then it was like something temporary because I don't think about it anymore. So I think it's all right now. In my body in general, I like everything, so I think it's all right. The only part I don't like is my belly, but I know it's because I need to do more exercises and eat healthier because I have PCOS. So it's like the syndrome where the ovariums are full of cystos. So this influences a little the weight and everything. So I need to do exercise, eat healthier. So I try not to worry so much. Sometimes I feel I am a bit like fat phobic with myself. So I think I need to be thin and everything, and it's problematic, I know, but yeah, that's it. Beauty pressures, right? That we experience. Really difficult, but every day is like a moment where I think a little about it, that I shouldn't put some pressure. Well, let me see. We talked about it a little. Why about the reason? Well, let's go to question number 8. Do you think like people weren't happy before the surgery? Why do people go through these things? Let's start from you, Lani.
I think people do this to be accepted with the society and to to feel part of the society. And I don't think I don't know. I think they are happy, but not all the time. And people do this surgery to be accepted. I think not just to yourself, but to the society.
I loved it. Yeah, I feel that sometimes like people comment so many stuff about us that we just don't want these comments anymore, right? Like I have this friend who gets the breast silicone. I forgot the word. Well, this breast surgery, and then she was telling me, oh, I like how it is nowadays, but if I hadn't listened to people some years ago, I think I wouldn't have had the surgery. So sometimes we think so much about the comments other people make about us that we just want to get rid of these comments, right? Like, you are so skinny, so yeah, you have small breasts. Like, why is it a problem? I think really difficult. But I am with you, Lottie. I agree with you. And you, Maria, what do you think?
Sorry, what was the what question we are talking about?
The reason that like people do this, and if they were unhappy before going through the surgery, you know?
Okay, I asked it because my internet cut it
Oh, it's
the
all right.
time.
It's all right.
Okay, I think the reason is because in the most the most important reason is because people is trying to follow aesthetic pattern pattern a pattern, and I think how we were talking about um, beauty is like a concept in the society, and people is always trying to follow this concept. And I don't know, I think the people who do this proced procedures, I don't think they were unhappy before in the most of part, but they just was, I don't know, lost in this concept in the society, lost in a lot of information, a lot of people in the internet doing this. Maybe sometimes it's not about unhappy, maybe it's about personality. I don't know, people who doesn't know a lot of about themselves, so they try to follow other people's influencers, artists, and I think it's more about people who don't have a personality.
Good point of view. Yes, I think it's a good point. I think sometimes we don't, yeah, like we want to look like other people, right? Just like Lottie was saying, like, oh, we want to look like them. Like we were talking about Botox and surgeries, but we also can also talk about those teeth teeth eita, nós, teeth treatments, you know, like those, I forgot the word, even in Portuguese, porcelain stuff, you know, like oh my god, what is the name? Lenses, right? Lenses on the teeth. I think this is also something like problematic,
Yes,
right?
yes.
This is also something that like a lot of people have been going through these, and like I don't know, really sometimes it's weird. Go
It's
ahead.
like the face. I think people now have the same smile. People, the same
Yes.
face, the same smile. The teeth are very similar, and it's a
Yeah.
little, for me, it's a little bit problematic. It's a good topic to think about, because why people are doing this. Uh, Sometimes it's because people really want, really need, but sometimes it's just because they want to looks like it.
She froze. Maria, I think if you turn the camera off, I think it's better. Let's try it again. Like you were saying, why do they do this? And then we couldn't hear after that.
Yes. um it's a good topic to think about, because sometimes people do because they need to do, because
Mhm.
they want to do, but sometimes it's happened because people are not doing because they want, just because they want to follow other person, they want to looks like other person, so it's a problematic.
It is. It is. I totally agree with you. And it's like everybody's looking the same, and the original teeth, sometimes it gets terrible, right? Just like shark teeth. I don't know if you girls have already seen like people who go through it, but the real teeth get so tiny, you know, because they just I don't know how to say it, but they
Destroy, destroy
destroy,
the
they destroy. And like it, like when you get older, and you will always need to go through it. Like if you get older and you don't have the money to keep and to maintain, like what is it going? How are you going to do it? You know, I think there are a lot of points to add on this subject, right? Do you girls think schools should cover these procedures, like?
Mm, I think SUS covers some procedures, but not just for appearance. Yeah, I think SUS already cover surgeries for your health, and I don't think this SUS should cover another surgery because I don't know. We have a great system, but just for our health, you don't have to do this now with public money. If you want to do this, you just pay for this.
Yes, I couldn't agree more with you. I think you're more than right. Like, if it's like related to health, or if it's going to affect your health, somehow I think it's okay. You know, just like there are like lots of like people who get the breast reduction on SUS, or also the oh my God, what is the other one? Like bariátrica. This is also like really common that SUS usually has. Então, so I think this can be something, a good idea. And you, Maria, how do you see it?
Are you listening?
Yes, loud and clear.
Okay. I think the SUS now have another priorities, and like Lari said, I don't think now it's priority in the system. And if it's about health procedures, I think it's okay. But if it's about aesthetic, I don't know. I think it's a topic to discuss in the future. I think the health insurance don't do surgery for aesthetic too. In my case, my health insurance don't cover aesthetic procedures, just health procedures. So I think that the SUS is the same, just health procedures for now.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think my health insurance doesn't cover these procedures too. And yeah. Well, I want to ask you the last one that is not here, but I will add here the last question. What advice would you girls give to a friend or to someone you know who wants cosmetic surgery? What advice would you give, Maria?
I think I just advise to think about this a lot because it's surgery very serious. It's have to do, the people who do this procedure have to think a lot about, because if they don't, because these don't have return like Botox. It's about a definitive procedure. So I think it's
Yes, I feel you, Maria. I think this really really nice. No, I don't know if you girls know a page on Instagram, an account called Postada versus Marcada. Have you ever seen this page? Yeah.
I heard it about, but I don't follow.
I think it's she shares some photos of like procedures, like people who have gone through something, and then the results basically. And then it's really scary because like a lot of people have bad results, of course, like we have a lot of cases and a lot of people who had good experiences and it was all right. But this always makes me think, it's really nice. I will share with you the page. And July, what advice would you give to someone who wants to go through these surgeries?
My advice is the same as Maria Luisa. I just say you need to wait some months and thinking about this surgery and search about the doctors and then other people who does the surgery, and think with you don't have pressa. I don't know how can I say.
You don't have to hurry.
Yes. To hurry. Yeah, thank you. And that's it. Thinking about this surgery.
Yeah, we were like talking about the social media, and Lottie mentioned this when we started like talking about it. Have you girls ever stopped following someone on social media just like because this like you felt you were being not influenced, but you were like this content was making you feel uncomfortable with yourself? Have you ever stopped following someone like this, Lottie?
Yes, I remember one account, but not about surgery, but influence in a general way, because 1 year ago or 2 years ago, I was in the bad moments at my life, and I saw some stories from a girl, and she I don't know how can I say, she was moving with your boyfriend, and it's not my reality 2 years ago, so I felt very, very bad, and I unfollow this girl because I feel very bad the past.
Me too. Yeah, there is a girl I used to follow that she was traveling every month. Like every month she was in a country, and like I know it was her job and countries invited her to travel. But this made me feel really frustrated, like, oh, I can't travel that much. I'm really poor. I hate being poor. And then I stopped following her. I unfollowed her too because yeah, like we need to know when this is being bad for us, right? And then when we are being impacted by this content, but I feel you. And you, Maria, have you ever stopped following someone because of these things?
I don't follow people, influencer people in general, because it's very frustrating. But I try to follow people that is talking about important topics, and I think sometimes influencers are very artificial, and I don't like too much. um, I in this case I follow a influencer that I like too much. Her name is Carol Pinheiro, and she don't she don't talk about her body and about if she is skinny. She don't say why she is skinny. If she is fat, she don't talk about this because she think it's frustrating for who is following her. And I think it's a very important position for her, because she is an influencer, and is responsible for this for her content. So I try. Yes. So I me too. So I try to follow people who is more realist, you know, who talk about the real life.
Very good. I loved it, Maria. I love Carol and also Maki. Like they were my favorite influencers. And I am with you. Definitely.
Yeah.
I love it. Very good. Jack, how was the conversation for you? I'm
Very great, very, very well, very well. Ricardo as a host is wonderful. It's nice.
Was it a good topic for you, Jack? Have you ever thought of having a surgery or having some changes in your body? Share with us.
As I said in the meeting, personally, I don't like surgery in that procedures. I would never make a surgery to improve my look, because I'm staying aging, but pension. It's the life. It's the life. What can I do? What can I do? Nothing. It's nothing.
Yeah.
It's a problem. It's a life. It's normal. It's normal. But as I said, I agree, and I understand that many people, they need to do this surgery because, for example, people like singers, actors, actresses, people that need to have a nice appearance to the audience, because it's public personal, then they need to have nice looking for the other people. And I agree with the surgery to improve looking. It's for some people, I think it's normal. It's normal, because if they don't have a good look for the audience, maybe they don't have work for work.
That's true. Unfortunately, right? Like that, they need to adapt to the media, to these standards, just to have a job, right?
Yeah.
Very good. Thank you so much, Jack. Glorinha, how was it for you? Did you like the subject?
I like so much, and I am amazing talking with Ricardo and Joaquim. We talking so much about that.
I want to ask you something, Glorinha. What do you like the most about getting older?
Getting older?
Yeah, what do you like the most about getting older? Did you get it?
No.
Yeah, did you understand?
No.
O que você mais gosta em ficar mais velha? What do you like the most in getting older?
Okay. I like my experience of life. I like my my look. I like when I look at me of the mirror, and I like my humor. I like so much. It for me more important is when you quando você fica mais velha, você não se importa muito com a opinião alheia.
Yeah, that's true.
That's I want to be you, Glorinha.
That's the best part, right?
Yeah, that's it. Você tem a sua própria opinião, lógico que às vezes a gente erra, mas a gente se sente mais segura.
That's true. Very good. Thank you so much, Glorinha. I loved your answer. And Ricardo and you are younger than Glorinha, but what do you like the most about getting older?
I almost 30, right? I'm going to be 30 next week, I guess, on April 3rd. And I'm getting a little bit older right now. I'm feeling that. I'm thinking about stuff I never thought I would think, right? But I guess get older, it's part of life, right? So I have a nose turned to the other way about these procedures. And I love the Glorinha answer because I'm on that process to start to not care about people thinking, right? Of course, we could use some opinions, but I guess I'm on the process that I want to be Glorinha when I will be a grown up.
I loved it. Guys, it was such a pleasure having you here this afternoon. I really hope you have enjoyed. I'd like to thank Maria and Lari for the talk and for bringing amazing ideas and sharing so much with me. Jack, Glorinha, and Ricardo, I really hope you guys have enjoyed too. It's always a pleasure to talk to you guys. Thank you for the answers. You always teach me so much. If you want to send the feedback here in the chat, we have the link. I hope you guys have an amazing weekend. Don't forget, tomorrow we have more immersion, so you can attend the meetings at 9, at 10, and at 3 p.m. And I think that's it. Have a great Saturday and see you around. All right.
Thank you, Bruna.
Bye bye. Thank you. Bye.